Alright guys, welcome back to another day, another adventure. I'm here. I haven't posted in a while because I'm still in Mexico. I'm in a hostel now in Mexico. I got robbed 1 month ago in Mexico City, which was kind of weird because this is the only place where I felt, this is probably the only Latin country besides Spain and Portugal where I've actually felt really at peace. I feel really like in Brazil and Argentina, you feel on edge all the time. They think they're the best everything all the time. But yeah, I've just been I got robbed, so I'm just trying to save up to try and get back to USA or trying to go to my next place. I'm not sure where I'm going to go. I might have to get an English teaching job here because they stole all my money off me. So I was homeless for 1 month, and then I finally got a job at this hostel, and now I've just been working at this hostel for a bed. And I'm trying to teach some English in the morning online to try and get some money for food. But I'm just scraping by. I'm actually starving now. I'm trying to get another client tonight to get another payment to come in so I can afford some pizza tonight. Because I'm starving. I haven't eaten for 2 days. But hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to. I might get another client to buy something. But yeah, anyway, let's do a summary of Mexico. Mexico is really chill. It's the only I think it's because it's close to USA, so they understand how chill and how cool people from USA are. But they do have a lot of racism. Towards Americans anyway, and they call Americans gringos. They don't call people from UK gringos. But I was on the bus, on the subway bus in Mexico City, and one woman shouted, "Go home, gringo!" And that's the only time I think. This is the only Latin country I've ever experienced that, and Brazil as well, all of South America, all of Central America. I've never experienced that. But I also feel kind of sick. I don't know if you notice, I don't feel too well, my hair, everything's really thinning. I looked in the mirror like I've got bags under my eyes. I don't feel and I don't look too good. I don't know if that's because I've been starving on the streets, but here it's a very. If you're not rich, it's a very sick lifestyle in Mexico. Because everywhere you go, it's all just takeaways and McDonald's, and they have all the American fast food chains like Applebee's and Denny's and all this kind of stuff. But it's very, very hard to get some vegetables on the go. Even now, I'm just dreaming in USA. USA is good compared to it. I think Mexico is a more sick environment than USA, and that is saying something. Because there's no fresh juice, nothing's fresh. At least in USA you can go to Walmart, you can get a V8 and you can get you can get fresh juice. If you look really careful, if you have Whole Foods and stuff like that, which is probably expensive. But they have at least. I just missed V8. And, I had this green juice drink in USA, and I had it every single day, and it kind of alkalined my body. But I've not had that vitamins and minerals, and that's why I feel depleted and kind of sick. I went to the supermarket, I finally got paid, but every single juice drink just wasn't fresh juice, and they had tons of them, hundreds of juice drinks, a whole aisle of them, and they're just all 50% sugar, 30% juice, and gee, what the hell the crack? And if you look around in Mexico, it's not hard to see. That's why the majority of people here are overweight. So I'm going to have to save up for a juicer, go all the way to the supermarket to get fresh juice, and that takes an hour, and convenience of I'm always on the go, I'm always active, so it's hard to prepare these kind of things. You're going to have to take a few, an hour or two out of your day to eat fresh food and to feel healthy. And and it's very popular to eat tacos and everything, and that's why I'm just longing for Brazil. Brazil, you have the nature, and every 5 seconds you had a juice bar that had fresh juice in. I used to have detox juice every single day, this green juice, all fresh, and it was $2. It was nothing, £2, £1.50, and I just used to down it, and I used to feel good. And I used to feel good for 2 days, and I don't need to drink. But I've not had a juice like that for months. It's broccoli, you have to come by. You have to go all the way to the supermarket, which is miles away. Then you have to come back and you have to cook it. But everywhere you go, there's so much fast food in your face, like tacos and pizza and crisps. It's very popular to just eat crisps, crisps and tacos. And, I don't think well, I mean, even in Argentina and Bolivia and Paraguay, they have fast food and all that kind of stuff, and it's harder than Brazil to get the fresh juices. But at least there they have yerba mate on the streets. They have jengibre and ginger and mint and all these herbs you chop up to drink with yerba mate, and that detoxes yourself. But I think Mexico would be perfect because Mexico has the beaches, it has the architecture. If it just had these juice bars, like these fresh juice bars and everything. Even Mexico City has everything, and I just walking for hours and hours. I couldn't find one juice bar. And then I finally did come across one. It wasn't actually a juice bar. It was actually part of a cafe, and it's, they had put additives in and stuff like that. They had milk and stuff, and yeah. And I feel really. That's the thing. If you're in, but people in in USA or England, they see Brazilian girls or they see these Latinos, they see Mexican girls. They go, oh, they're really hot. They're really sexy. I want to go there and have sex with them, and all that kind of stuff. But then when you're here, you feel how Mexicans feel. You feel bloated, you feel sick because the polluted environment. If you're not near the beach anyway, and Mexico City's a very polluted city, you don't have any juices, you just feel like ugh. And you're wondering, why did I feel turned on by all those Mexican girls I saw through pixels, And it's the same for Brazil, except from Brazil, when you come to Brazil though, when you're in USA or you're in England, you think, oh, look at those Brazilian girls, I can't wait to have those, I can't wait to go to Brazil and chat with all those hot, sexy Brazilian girls. But then when you actually come in, you come to Brazil, you feel the dangers. That's the thing, when you're in your own room behind a computer and you feel comfortable, it's completely different. It's like the same thing with porn, people masturbate over porn, but then when you see these people doing all these different positions, they don't know what it feels like in person to be stressed out doing all these different positions which look good, but don't feel good in person when you're there. It's the same thing when you go to a different country. When you're there in person, you have the mosquito bites, you have the hot weather, you feel the dangers all the time. So don't be deluded by all these, what you see on a screen. But yeah, that's just part of my summary of Brazil and Mexico, and that's why they're so cagey and a bit, not cagey. I think feminism has really taken over here because you have. I'll just show you around a bit. I'll just show you around a bit. But yeah, you have the feminism's really big thing. You have like parades, like you saw the girl in the other video, Paula. She was beautiful, but she this is the hostel here. It's a really quiet hostel, so it's a good place to relax. But she was beautiful. But yeah, that's the thing. She was a lesbian because everyone approached most Mexican, 90% of Mexicans, they're either overweight or they have blue hair and feminists and stuff like that. And I think it's really changed, but I heard Guadalajara is different, so we're going to check out Guadalajara because we heard that it's going to be like mostly European, and they had a girl from Guadalajara stay here, and she was mostly white, European mix. And if you have the European mix, I don't mean to sound racist, but they're kind of more intelligent, they're kind of more open-minded, especially people of my colour. But here they kind of get a bit scared because everything's too comfortable. When you have a comfortable environment, when you have Wi-Fi, when you have this house or anything, even me, like I don't feel like going out and getting girls now because I've been too comfortable in this hostel for the past month. It's been like my home, and I've gone down the road to get pizza, then I've come back, and then I've gone online. You don't feel that need to go out and and chase girls or chase tail or anything, or to have anything. Whereas in Brazil, you have the nature. And it just comes naturally. You go swim in the sea, you go climb mountains, and you come across a beautiful girl, and it just comes natural, and you feel healthy because you have nature everywhere. Whereas here, if you approach a girl, or if a girl approaches a guy, you feel the moment. You feel, oh, this guy's good, this guy's sexy. Then when you go home, you get into the cycle of comfort and fast food, and you feel kind of sick. You feel kind of like, I don't feel like inviting this girl or guy over to have sex anymore. But yeah, it's a polluted, comfortable environment, and it's a shame. Obviously, it's different in Playa del Carmen, and Mexico's a big city, and where they have the beach area, and we have touristic areas. But we're going to check out Guadalajara. That's got lots of European, that's the best place to pick up girls from Mexico. Either there or Cuarteto. Guadalajara or Santiago de Cuarteto, they have lots of European mix, so we're going to go there. But yeah. That's my summary of Now for Mexico.